All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, salutations to the hopeful elect that's fighting a good fight of faith and truth and sincerity and wholeheartedly. Shalom to the Akwath, which is the women believers. Shalom to you. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And I was sitting here thinking about the type of spirit that will be given. So, as we approaching, this tyrant Donald Trump, you realize something, that when he was making his speech in the inauguration, he was talking about going after the migrants. But he ain't mentioned Ham. He ain't mentioned, and that's the so-called Africans. He didn't mention Moab and Ammon, so-called Japanese, the Arabs, Chinese. He ain't mentioned none of the heathen. He mentioned Israelites, basically going after the migrants, having a security increase at the border and things like that. So now the Northern Kingdom is the enemy right now. So everything trickled back down to the Israelites. That great wrath is going to come upon us. So, the scriptures, we know it. Yahweh Shah said we got to go through the straight gate. This is what we got to go through, Jacob's trouble. But he should be saved out of it, Jeremiah 30:7. But I was just thinking about the type of spirit that will be given unto us to go through the things that we're going to go through. Because remember, the Lord promised us provisions. He said that when these times come, that we're going to eat. He said, because you have kept the words of my patience, I will also keep you from the hour of temptation. That's not just the mark of the beast itself. All the things that's going to lead up into the mark of the beast. Because when that devil come down with great wrath, we're still going to be on the earth. But Isaiah 59:19 said he going to set a spirit. All right. He going to set a standard. When the enemy come in like a flood. So the Lord is going to protect us. And then I want to go into another aspect. Let me get this real quick. Oops, it's 15. It said, though he slay me, yet will I trust in him, but I will maintain my own ways before him. So keeping your integrity with the vexation that we go through, because our fight is not against flesh and blood. Demons be messing with us, trying to plague our mind. Demons would jump on our loved ones. That would vex you. All vexing is inward agitation and knock you off your square. So the things that we go through, it could really feel unfair. And that's part of the Lord slaying you. And the slaying is the purging. All right. He's perfecting you through the things that you go through. So, so the type of spirit that he have given us now to make it to this point, that's why you got to have faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, because he's going to continue to increase the spirit that we can sustain. All right. The scriptures talks about that a wounded spirit who could bear. All right. So the Lord got to continue to strengthen us each day, and he will. And you have to believe that. All right. So, also, like I said, we going into the spirit that the Lord is going to be giving us. Lord willing, we part of the elect. So it says, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto the death. So that's a hell of a spirit that you got to have. Like I always say this, and I say this to my woman a lot, actually. Like, imagine doing this with the outcome. It's a 90% outcome that you may have to lay your life for this. Okay? That you're going to get treated unfairly. All you doing is reading the Bible and keeping the commandments to the best of your ability. And the world is going to look down on you. The world is going to hate you. The world is going to make you into a terrorist. All of that, But that's the sacrifice. And that's a hell of a spirit that the Lord put on you to be that sacrifice. That's why I said 90% chance, because remember, some of us shall not taste death. That's in Luke 9:27. All right. Also Matthew 16:28. So, yeah, the word of our testimony. So we out there, the powers that be see us. They want to lay hands on us, but the Lord's going to set that standard. And I'm talking about they want to really like drive by that type of lay hands. They want to really take us out. But why you think that we go on the highways and byways and we preach, life get threatened sometimes, people talk shit, but you leave, you go back to your house, and then you do it again next week. Because the scripture says that the angel of the Lord encamp around those that fear him. For you to go on the highways and byways, and it's you against the world, and you make it, there and back. Right there, you need to look at that and be like, wow, man. That's wow right there. That is safety right there. And you can honestly say, for those who out there in truth, sincerity, it's no fear. When you go out there and preach, it don't matter what a person say. They don't even come to our mind. All right. So going back to the spirit that will be given, of course, to those who are the elect, which we hope to be, is going to increase, because it have to. I think about Jacob's trouble all the time, because the scripture says that it's going to be a day that have never been. All these things, all these chaotic things is going to be happening at the same time. So also, when you do get grabbed up, let's read this. Oh, here we go. Fear none of those things which you shall suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. So imagine being cast into prison for doing nothing. Like, all you did was go out there and proclaim the Lord. That's all you did. But they're going to slander you. Since AI is at an all-time high, they might even put your face, and on the screen and make you say some terroristic things. But basically, you're going to be cast into prison because of what you believe. And you don't do nothing. You just go, preach, do your videos. You keep to yourself. I mean, if you're a real man of the Lord, then you really are a homebody, and you keep to yourself, and your conduct is a certain way. You're not worldly. So you don't really have participation in anything. Do you do things outside of the truth? Yes. But I'm talking about, you ain't going to be in the club every weekend. You ain't going to be popping bottles. You ain't going to be out here. Oh, it's a carnival down the street. Oh, I'm about to go to the carnival. And then your ass is just blended in with the crowd, looking like a worldly ninja. Okay? First of all, we ain't even in the times for you to just be in open, crowded things, because things is going down. At any time, something can happen. You got people talking about it's going to be another terrorist attack like how it was on New Year's Day at New Orleans. This ain't the time to be out there. Oh, it ain't nothing wrong with going to the carnival. You trying to rationalize in your mind, it's nothing but a demon. You trying to rationalize in your mind why you can do it, instead of looking at it like why you shouldn't do it. So anyways, so we're going to be cast into prison, some of us, that you may be tried. Your faith is going to be tried. And you shall have tribulation 10 days, be thou faithful unto death. See? That's a martyr right there. That's suffering for righteousness' sake. So that's a hell of a spirit that the Lord have to give you to just say, fuck it. All right? Unto death, and I will give you a crown of life. That's what we do it for. And that's why you can't take credit either. What the hell? Sorry, my son got this loud ass toy by the door. Number Satan. But and I would give you a crown of life. All right, that's what we do it for. That crown of life represents a kingdom, everlasting life, or everlasting joy, righteousness, peace. All right. So if you don't have the mindset of looking at this shit as it's temporary, and that we just using the world, not as abusing it. As the scripture says, you're supposed to use it. We live in it. We in this world. Do what you need to do, long as it's in the confinements of the law. Do what you got to do to get your daily bread and chill. All right? If you're a man of the Lord, do the work. If you're a believer, continue to keep on believing, keep the commandments to the best of your ability. We almost out this bitch. And if you really believe, it don't matter how long it take. Don't ever try to get into your mind, because I realize, and not me per se, but I'm just saying, like, conversations I had, things I perceive in the spirit. You know, when you try to put a date on the Lord, or you think that I know it's going to happen, and then it don't happen, you setting yourself up for failure, because we all on the Lord's time. If you really believe in this thing, it don't matter how long, because you going into the world, ain't nobody going to suffer but you. All right. The Lord ain't about to be like, oh man, dang. All right. That's on you. So I think it's 13. It says, I had fainted unless I had believed to see the goodness of Yahweh in the land of the living. So that spirit that the Lord has given us, because remember, it's not by works lest any man should boast, Ephesians 2:9, because everything that you do, our righteousness come of the Lord. All right. So we can't brag and boast of how long you've been in the truth, how many videos you do, because it's all the spirit of the Lord. The Lord have mercy upon you. OK. But see, the spirit that he have given us, matter of fact, Ephesians 2:8, faith and grace is a gift, and not of yourself, is a gift of Yahweh Shai. So the faith that we have, we believe that we're going to see goodness in the land of the living, because the scripture says that the kingdom is going to be on earth. And it says, wait, see, on Yahweh, be of good courage. He shall strengthen your heart. Wait, I say, on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So that's the Lord literally giving you that spirit, man. I can't even put an adjective on the spirit. All right. But that's why I'm just going to type this video, the type of spirit that will be given. Because the things that we're going to see, the things that we have to endure, that is a hell of a spirit that the Lord's going to give us. Like, imagine this right here. At destruction and famine, you shall laugh. Okay. All the death you going to see, people starving, but the Lord said he going to feed us. He said we should be fed and have drink, but they should be howling for vexation of spirit. That's Isaiah 65, verse 13 and 14. All right. So neither shall you be afraid of the beasts of the earth. Remember, that's one of the Lord's judgment. The spirits that's created for vengeance. One of those judgments is beast, the teeth of wild beasts. Now you got those wildfires. You got animals changing their location. So you literally got lions and other wild animals that's roaming California right now. The Lord gonna put a hell of a spirit on them eventually. Remember, I used to mention this a lot, especially on this type of subject. Remember, it's a zoo in majority of Babylon, the great cities, like the major cities. There is a zoo. Those animals gonna get loose, man. And then imagine those animals is gonna be wild and free. They've been in a cage. All right, and they gonna be hungry. Cause there ain't gonna be no food out here. You gonna be the food. So the hell of a spirit, believing this right here. Ending on this. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but Yahweh deliver him out of them all. So believing that, that's all we got. Okay. Matter of fact, I got to end it on this. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore he shall not be defended. All praises to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found, and Shalom.